This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A celebration of life is planned for Thursday for Mel Olson, longtime Moses Lake resident and the voice of the Chiefs for 50 years. With recent layoffs at REC Silicon and Moses Lake, Washington Congress members are urging President Trump to resolve the growing trade dispute with China.
It was long known as a chamber music venue, but Icicle Creek Center for the Arts outside Leavenworth has a pretty broad entertainment palette.
The Wenatchee Apple Sox had multiple season firsts yesterday when they rolled the Yakima Valley Pippins 8-3.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
A celebration of life is planned for Thursday for Mel Olson, longtime Moses Lake resident and the voice of the Chiefs for 50 years. The event is open to the public and is being held at 2 p.m. at the Moses Lake High School Gymnasium. Olson died at the age of 89 on July 3rd when he was struck by a pickup truck while riding his bike at the Harvest Manor Estates along Airway Drive Northeast. A former teacher and wrestling and football coach at Chief Moses Junior High School, Olson was an icon in the Moses Lake community. He was the play-by-play announcer for KBSN Radio for Moses Lake High School Chiefs football, basketball, and wrestling for 50 years, with his wife of nearly 70 years, Vicky, by his side. Olson was inducted into the Washington chapter of the National Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2004 and the Inland Northwest Hall of Fame in 2013. Olson, who came to Moses Lake in 1955, graduated from Davis High School in Yakima, and graduated with honors with a degree in education from Washington State University. He later served 3 years in the U.S. Army, where he was awarded the Bronze Star for Valor and the Purple Heart during the Korean War. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
With recent layoffs at REC Silicon and Moses Lake, Washington Congress members are urging President Trump to resolve the growing trade dispute with China. In a bipartisan letter to Trump, lawmakers, including Representative Dan Newhouse and Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell, underscored the importance of the U.S. polysilicon industry to local economies across the country, including Moses Lake, and urged Trump to resolve the deepening trade war with China that is negatively impacting U.S. workers, businesses, and communities. Earlier this month, REC Silicon announced layoffs of nearly 40% of its workforce in Moses Lake, about 100 employees. In all, REC has laid off more than 300 employees in Moses Lake since the polysilicon tariffs went into effect in 2014. In the letter, members of Congress stated Chinese tariffs on polysilicon has forced REC officials to consider a complete shutdown of operations in Moses Lake within the coming months. Lawmakers say without a permanent resolution, a series of harmful economic effects will continue and possibly lead to irreversible setbacks in the industry for the country. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
It was long known as a chamber music venue, but Icicle Creek Center for the Arts outside Leavenworth has a pretty broad entertainment palette. It proves that this weekend with an outdoor concert by Canadian singer-songwriter Bruce Cockburn, and next weekend with another by Seattle ensemble Hey Marseille. Icicle Creek Center for the Arts has offered outdoor entertainment almost since its founding in 1995, when it was called Icicle Creek Music Center. Bruce Cockburn has been huge in his native Canada since 1970, scoring intermittent hits in the U.S. including Lovers in a Dangerous Time, Wondering Where the Lions Are, and If I Had a Rocket Launcher. His show's on Saturday. Hey Marseille has been on the scene since 2006, and their August 4th concert is part of a 6-hour festival featuring fellow Seattle singer Shelby Earle and local group the Hoyer Brothers. Get tickets online at icicle.org. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
The Wenatchee Apple Sox had multiple season firsts yesterday when they rolled the Yakima Valley Pippins 8-3. It was the first time this season that the Apple Sox have won back-to-back games. While this is the fourth 3-game series the Apple Sox have won, they've never won 2 games in a row. It also marks the first season series that the Apple Sox have taken. The Apple Sox extinguished the Pippins' 10-game winning streak and beat them twice in a row to take the season series 4-2. The Apple Sox have now completed season series with Portland, Bellingham, Walla Walla, and Yakima Valley. They still have yet to complete their season series with Port Angeles, Bend, Victoria, and Kelowna. The Apple Sox will next play tonight when they host the Cowlitz Black Bears. The game starts at 7:05 p.m. at Paul Thomas Senior Field in Wenatchee. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.